Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to give you my impressions on the 2019 Polaris Ace 570 EPS. As you can see, the Polaris 570 Ace does come in a silver and does come with stock chrome rims. This machine is a very powerful machine. It does handle very well in the mud with the standard all-wheel drive system, as well as a two-wheel drive system is available in this. It does also handle rough terrain very well, but a key to being able to handle the rough terrain is to remove the mud flaps to get the added ground clearance, because the mud flaps on the Polaris Ace 570 do rub and hit rocks after you go over them. So I do recommend removing them and installing either a Nerf bar or rock sliders to the machine. This machine, however, does not have very good stability and does have a tipping feeling every time that you're going around corners or trail that is and corners that are not even. So you do have to keep that in mind, that this machine does not have very good stability. And I have actually flipped this machine over onto its side by accidentally turning too sharp. So you do want to be careful when you are driving the 570 Ace. This machine does come with a standard 3-point harness that does work very well and did keep me secure when I did tip the machine over. As this machine is only 48 inches wide, as I did mention, the stability is really bad on this, and it does have a very high tendency of flipping over and tipping over. The available EPS system on this model that does come standard with this model does allow the ATV to be maneuvered very well, and I never did have any trouble turning the ATV on the trails when I was driving it. Like I said, the only thing I did have issues with was when I turned too sharply and did put the machine over on its side. This machine does come with a ability to adjust the steering wheel as well as the seat to accommodate riders of all different sizes. Alright, let's have a look in the machine now. There is the adjustment for the all-wheel drive or two-wheel drive. It does come with a cigarette adapter, so you can charge your phone or your GoPro camera on the trails. As you can see, there's one storage slot and there's the other one inside the cabin. And as I did mention, the steering wheel is adjustable to accommodate riders of all different sizes, as well as the seat. It does go forward and back to accommodate shorter or taller riders. As you can see, there's a door on both sides of this machine. And there is a picture of the standard rims and tires on this machine. As you can see, I did add the rear brush guard for added protection on the rear. And as you can see, I did remove the mud flaps and add the available rock sliders that are available. As you can see, the cargo capacity on this machine is a very small and very tight, so you do have to keep that in mind, that you might need to bring a backpack and strap it to the roll bars or inside the cabin so you have a little bit of extra storage on this machine. For safety for this machine does have its advantages of having a roll cage, which does give you a little bit of extra safety. And as I did mention, the 3-point harness in this machine does give you a little protection for tip overs, but not so much for a actual rollover. I do believe that you might actually slide out of the seatbelt, or may actually get injured using this machine because of the lack of stability with this machine and its high tendency of tipping over if you are not careful with this machine. Overall, this machine does lack the stability of a regular ATV or a side-by-side. This machine does handle well in mud and rough terrain, especially if you do remove the mud flaps from this machine and get a rock slider or a Nerf bar. That way you're not banging the mud flaps constantly on this machine. This machine does have plenty of power and enough power for your average trail riding, and with the 48-inch width on this machine, you are able to ride at almost all gated trails. Overall, I give this machine a 6.5 out of 10 because of the lack of stability with the machine. However, I do give the all-wheel drive system in this machine about at 9 out of 10 because you do feel that little slippage before the all-wheel drive system does kick in the mud. But overall, I've never actually gotten this machine stuck. So, like I said, because of the stability, I do give this machine a little bit lower of a score, although it is a very solid machine. But you might actually want to just opt for a regular ATV or spend a little extra money and get a two-seater side-by-side or the Polaris Razor version of a one-seater side-by-side, which does give you a little bit more stability because it is wider and is meant for racing, so you do get that added stability with the machine. Thank you for watching.